Hi there, you guys. This is Dragon Ball and Cartoon Fan 2004 here, and I've got yay another backstory video for you guys for today. This one will be about my backstory with tier lists because if you guys didn't know, I am a pretty big fan of tier lists. I do really love tier lists. I think tier list videos are a very good idea for YouTube content, and yeah, I really like tier list videos. I think they're fun to watch, fun to have in the background sometimes, like when I'm working on another video or like when I have something else. I like to put it on in the background on the TV, and yeah, I do really enjoy tier list videos. I've even made some tier list videos myself on the channel. Like I've made some tier list videos of me sharing my honest opinion on certain things, like what tier I'd put these certain things on a tier list. I've even made some like made up tier list videos for like my King of the Hill edit videos, and I've even done a couple of guessing tier list videos with the Return of the Fasa. And yeah, with how well I'm in the tier list videos nowadays, I thought I would take the time to make this video that lets you guys know my backstory with tier lists. How I got into tier list videos, what was my initial introduction to them and all that. So, yeah, let's get on with the backstory. Here it is. Okay, so first of all, I'll have you guys know that I've been really well in the tier list videos. I've been really well in the tier list videos for over the past few years now, like since 2020. Although, granted, there have been times where I take breaks from drawing a lot of attention to them, but still, I've been in the tier list for over the past few years now. But even though I started to really get into tier list videos in 2020, 2020 was not the year where I was initially introduced to tier list videos. No, that medal should go to 2018. I was initially introduced to tier list videos back in 2018 when Super Smash Bros. Yeah, the month where Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out in December, and yeah, my brother Josh got the game. My oldest brother Joshua got the game like the day it came out, and I think probably the night it came out, if not like the night after the game came out. He got the Switch, he got a Switch, and he got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He brought it over to our apartment that we were staying at for a while that we just moved out of earlier this year. And yeah, he brought it over and we played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. And yeah, we played we played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together over the years. Like when he comes over, there's a big chance we're gonna play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. And with overtime, Josh has told us about the Super Smash Bros. The official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tier list by the Super Smash Bros. Creator himself, Sakurai. Like when we yeah, he's a reference them. Like he's tend to reference the tier list a lot. Like when we play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like let's say I pick a certain character on the character select screen while we're starting up a fight, and he would tell me, and Josh would tell me like what tier this character's in. Like this character's an A tier, this character's a C tier, and yeah, yeah, that type of stuff. And that's how I initially found out about tier lists. Like even though tier lists had been a thing way before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was my initial introduction to tier lists because Joshua was talking to us about the official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tier list by Sakurai, the creator of Smash Bros. And he was telling us like what characters what tiers certain characters are in and all that. And while that was my initial introduction to tier lists, that wasn't where I started to really get into tier lists. No, I didn't start to really get into tier lists until 2020. Like I said before, it was like 2020 where I started to dig deep into tier lists for stuff like Dragon Ball Z movies and cartoon shows and all that. And yeah, in early May of 2020, I remember I made my own my first tier list video, and it was for Dragon Ball Z movies. Which, by the way, guys, on other channels, I've actually made old Dragon Ball Z movie tier list videos, but I deleted those videos off the channels they were made on, and I deleted those channels that off the phone that I made them on. So yeah, if you guys want to watch those old Dragon Ball Z movie tier list videos, then sorry you can't. But I've made my own Dragon Ball Z movie tier list video on this channel. If you guys want to watch that video, it's available on this channel. And even though I've had way too many YouTube accounts over the years, I made sure that every single non-deleted available tier list video that I have is available to watch on this channel. And I'll make sure that this channel is the only channel of mine that's worthy of subscribing to, guys. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, I made my own Dragon Ball Z movie tier list, and yeah, I was digging deep for like a tier list for Dragon Ball Z movies. And I've even seen like tier list for other stuff related to Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball sagas, Dragon Ball characters, that kind of stuff. And it's to be expected for someone like me who loves Dragon Ball. And I've also dug deep with like tier list videos for like cartoon shows and all that. Like I've seen cartoon show tier lists of all time from YouTubers like Leopold the Brave and the Round Table and some other YouTuber. I forgot his name. I think the first cartoon tier list I saw, the first cartoon show tier list I saw was in late 2019. It was from this old cartoon show tier list video. I don't know if it's still available on YouTube anymore, but it was like one cartoon show tier list video that had a regular show at C and a My Little Pony at B and Adventure Time at A and Chowder I don't know, and I think I had Cat Dog at B. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've dug deep into like tier list for like not just cartoon shows and Dragon Ball Z movies, but I've even done like doing research on tier list videos for other stuff that year, like Wii games and I've seen maybe like 2 tier lists for Naruto movies, and there have been times where like, make where I'd make my own tier list in 2020, but wouldn't be bothered to make them into a video. They'd just be like fun tier list videos I do for on board. So like I made tier list videos for 2010s cartoons and Wii games and that kind of stuff. They'd just be fun tier lists, like not videos, but tier lists like images that I'd make for on board, like using a tier maker and using a tier template someone else has made. And yeah, over time, I was like, and yeah, since then, since 2020, I've been really into tier list videos. But yeah, definitely the year I've been the most in the tier list videos is 2023 because oh my gosh, how many tier list videos have I seen in 2020? How many tier lists have I seen in 2023? In 2023, I've dug crazy with tier lists for certain type of things like fast food, sodas, chips, cereals, and yeah, I've even seen some more tier lists for cartoon shows. And yeah, I've seen a bunch of tier lists. I've even seen some tier lists for sports and all that. In certain and I saw one tier list for the mini games on Wii Party, the sporting events in Wii Sports, and I saw maybe a few Naruto characters tier lists, and I saw some Sonic characters tier lists. I've seen bottled water tier lists. Yeah, so many tier lists on so many things. I've seen maybe a couple more. I found maybe a couple more tier lists on Dragon Ball movies this year. It's crazy. So many things I've seen tier lists for. So many. 2023 is definitely the year that's the best example of me being in the tier list videos. So many things I've done. I've seen tier lists for so many. I've dug deep with like tier lists for stuff like fast food, chips, etc. Yeah, and not to mention gaming consoles. Gaming consoles where people rank gaming consoles like the Wii consoles, Xboxes, PlayStations, Super Nintendo, GameCube, that kind of stuff. And yeah, as for Super Smash Bros. Tier lists, because those were the type of tier lists I was initially introduced to, thanks to Josh. I haven't seen too many Super Smash Bros. Tier lists. Like I've seen a few of them. I might dig deeper into Super Smash Bros. Tier lists at some point in the future, like for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tier lists. And I can especially imagine me wanting to make my own Super Smash Bros. Tier list one of these days. And yeah, just so you guys know, if I do make that tier list, I'd put probably all the Mii's at S tier because I do love the Mii's. Whether it be Mii brawlers, Mii sword fighters, Mii gunners, because I think probably all those would be at the S tier. If not, maybe the gunner, maybe the Mii gunner would be at the A, because I will agree that the Mii gunner is definitely the worst out of the three. Yeah, I've seen a few tier list videos for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but not that many, especially compared to some other stuff that I've listed in this video. So yeah, ever since 2020, I've been really well in the tier list. And yeah, I will continue. I do want to make more tier list videos for the channel, where they be made up tier list videos or honest tier list videos that are relevant, that are accurate to my opinion. And yeah, I would like to continue the idea of tier list videos more, because I am really well in the tier list. I am a pretty big fan of tier list videos now. As for tier list videos nowadays, are probably like one of my top 3 favorite types of YouTube content on YouTube ever. They probably are. That's precisely the reason why I'm subscribed to Penguin Z0, who, yeah, they do content for other stuff too, for other random stuff, but they've done a bunch of tier list videos for many different things, Cartoon Network shows, fast food, bottled water, chips, um, Nintendo 64 games, Marvel movies, so many things, so many things. Fast food breakfast. They did a fast food tier list for Taco Bell, Arby's, so many things. If you guys want to check them out, I'll leave a link to them in the description below. I started watching them a lot this year. My initial introduction to them was after a Cartoon Network shows tier list video. If you guys want to watch them, I'll leave links to them in the description below. Now, to be honest, and not to sound too biased, they have stated some opinions that have annoyed me in their tier list videos, and I don't honestly fully agree with their opinions, but they're still pretty enjoyable to watch. And I'll be honest, even though I'm nice in my videos, I have to admit there have been a good number of tier lists I've seen where I'm annoyed with the other person's opinion on certain things, where they like trash certain things I love, and put a certain thing I don't like that much too high up on the list. Yeah, I've faced that a good chunk of times before with tier list videos, where I'm annoyed with a certain opinion I don't agree with on tier list videos. Because I gotta be less biased. Yeah, I gotta be less biased, because while I'm so nice and friendly, I can still be pretty respectful towards opinions. I still have got to be less biased. I still kind of have a habit, like maybe like a force of habit, let's say, of getting annoyed when someone with a list has a different opinion from me. But yeah, to sum all this up, that's pretty much my whole backstory with tier list videos. How I've done research on tier lists for so many things. You know how I really like tier lists. I think they're fun to watch. I think tier lists are fun to make, and yeah, I would like to do more tier list content for the future. I mean, I was thinking of maybe doing like some kind of Christmas themed tier list video for the Christmas season this year. I don't know exactly what it'd be. Maybe it'd be like for like, I don't know, classic animated Christmas specials or something. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I do a Christmas themed tier list video this year. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole backstory with tier list videos. This definitely isn't the most nostalgic or longest backstory for me, but I still thought it was a pretty interesting video backstory that I shared you guys in this video. So yeah, now you guys know that I was initially introduced to tier lists in 2018 and 2020s of this decade was when I started to really get into tier list videos. And 2023 is no exception. But yeah, anyway, uh, that's all for this video, you guys. Again, yeah, if you guys want to, you can let me know in the comment section. Like, if you guys want to, if you can let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this backstory, or like if you guys want to, you can share with me how your tier list backstory is. And yeah. With all this being said, I'm gonna close off the video from here. And yeah, bye everyone. Have a good day. Thank you all for watching the video.